Welcome back, 2022 NXL Windy City Major presented by Bunker Kings and Matty Marshall alongside Rich Telford, and about to jump into set number 2, day 1. Los Angeles Infamous taking the field to take on Columbus Level, and also in this set it's going to be the Latin Saints taking on New York Xtreme. Infamous Level, what do you think, Rich? Level, kind of a little hit or miss this year. Third and then a 7th, but also a 14th and 18th in the middle. So just don't know what we're going to get with Level.
I feel like they do well, though, when they come off of a practice against Heat. And I believe they were practicing against Heat for this event. So
that's the secret.
I wasn't supposed to tell anybody that, but I think that is the secret.
Cat's out of the bag. Jumping into point number 1 here is Level's
Snake on the break.
Yeah, they get Danny Schoenauer right into the snake. Level starting from the blue side, but matching that, Los Angeles Infamous.
Infamous dropping 1 at the center. Oh, and drawing a penalty, so losing 2, Maddie.
Poor Thomas Taylor.
They did take the snake on the break, though.
Yeah, I think this is Jamrose here in the snake, but Danny Schoenauer going to beat him to the 50, and I don't think that Jonah knows
I don't think so
he's
either.
that far up, but he is going to do a slight little retreat back, and looks like he makes it in clean.
Yeah, 3-on-5 advantage here for Level early on in this first point against Infamous.
Jamrose goes right back to snake 2, but Danny, I don't think he shot his gun yet to give away his position. Now he opens up. Danny, now Jonah's going to know he's there. Danny able to stay alive, though. Jonah on the attack and catches, I think, Weber maybe
Gets 2 of them.
on that inside. But then a body coming off right now with Cali Rich.
And somehow Danny stayed alive that whole time.
Yeah, but Level able to...
Yeah, Level looked good that point.
Blow
Just
open.
losing the 1 body.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to take it on that, on the D side. Sneak through over there as we were watching the battle go down snake side.
Yeah, that penalty hurt Infamous. Dropping 1 body there doesn't hurt him too bad, but dropping 2 bodies there really hurts.
I think that was Silberg over there. Sam Silberg, man, he was a big standout for him on the D side at that last event. They're talking to their owner, Pando, says that Silberg's their best athlete, but apparently needs to pick it up on the style side of things.
Obviously. I don't know if you've seen the way he dresses, but it's ridiculous.
I don't know if anyone could see, but there was Karl Markowski is
Rocket.
here, Midwest legend, teammate of ours from back in the day on Excessive, and he's on the roster. Don't know how much we're going to see him out here. So jumping into this first point here, Latin Saints and New York Xtreme. New York Xtreme in the black and white, going to be starting on the blue side. And there's the Latin Saints. What a crazy story for the Latin Saints this season.
They're actually Latin now.
Yeah, they definitely have some Latin players still, but they're trying to get anyone they can, though, to try to be competitive out here.
Snake on the break and Dorita 1 for the Saints. 5-on-5, Maddie. Jerry Carl also in the 50, Snake for New York. CJ Cantor, Josh Taylor moving up the center of the field for New York. Jerry Carl getting his first kill down the tape on the Snake side. Now wrapping, getting another, misses the back center shot. Oh, Jerry just goon hands him.
Harris diving into the Snake. And here comes Taylor, going to be probing in the center as they're trying to protect Carl. Carl all the way onto their side.
Carl gets another.
Yeah, it took a run across to take Carl out, but while that was going down, everyone's looking at Jerry Carl. Great job as Jerry Carl setting the pace over here on the Snake side. Taylor sneaking through to hit that buzzer, getting checked out by the referee to try to put up point number 1. Looks like it's good here for New York Xtreme.
I love to see New York Xtreme finally starting Josh Taylor. That guy's been working so hard for so long to finally get a start. Good job, Josh Taylor.
Yeah, played really well up in that center.
Infamous coming back out, got to figure something out.
Owner and Coach Bo Milo talking to Harris. Here comes Columbus Level. There's Weber and Lemon. Columbus Level up by 1 over Infamous. It would be really nice for Columbus Level to start off their tournament with a big win over LA Infamous. We got a lot of paintball to play, though.
Yeah, and not to be pessimistic or whatever, but I feel like this is a kind of a basic field, and I feel like, again, not trying to be negative, but Level plays basic fields really, really well. They play really good team ball really, really well, and when they figure a field out that they can play good team ball on, they seem to do really well, and I think this is a good field for them.
Well, Infamous taking some good ground in the center, going in the snake F for either squad. Level posted up, the insert bunker at Aztec, and Infamous as well, too. So a little bit more tentative to go snake side, but a little bit more free for Infamous as they are making moves, multiple moves on the D side, getting into the brick, into D4. And then also here comes the hammer about to get dropped as they had got Thomas Taylor up into the brick, but then he gets executed. No, sorry, Callie Rudolph. So Callie Rudolph.
Callie wishes it was Thomas.
Yeah, so.
Good
and,
move. Was that Weaver who went? I couldn't see who went.
You mean Weber?
Weber, sorry.
I think that was Weber.
Level losing another player now when he tried to get up to the tower, but pushing down the Dorito side as Infamous pushes down the Snake side.
Yeah, Jonah getting pinched out though. And I think the move was that Askren?
Level loses their Snake player. I mean, Dorito player at the same time, but big bite over here on the Snake side, Maddie.
Yeah, Danny goes all the way
Danny
past
goes
him, but he
all the
doesn't
way
know where these
past.
bodies are, or he would have already shot player in the center here. Now he's going to get that free kill. But the D side completely blown open, so it's going to be a race to the buzzer. Who's going to get there first?
He doesn't know. Cody's just walking.
Yeah, Cody has no idea that. Did he just get that free kill as
Yeah,
well there?
he did.
And he did. So nice job. Danny
kills.
Schonauer is going to steal the second point here. Oh my God. What an amazing performance.
Field awareness and body count, man. You have to know the body count.
He got a little lucky.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, man, better be lucky than good.
Oh, and twice on
I'll
Sunday.
ride lucky to the bank all the way.
Yeah,
it's my favorite horse.
Yeah, so Danny, yeah, he definitely was. He had the good sense of that he needed to be pushing into the Snake. Saw that first buddy come off, had no idea where that Infamous player was in the center. Got the kill on him. I think it was Askren that had the move to kind of start things off to bunker out Callie. Yeah, it was. There's Askren on your screen.
I love the fact it's a 1-on-2. The last thing you ever think that dude's going to do is run forward, dive in the Snake, and crawl past you. And when you do that and you're unpredictable, sometimes it really works out well for you.
That is definitely one that Infamous is going to want back.
Looks like New York's running that same lineup.
Yeah, Taylor getting the start again. Caro, Harris. Who's going up the center? Is that Cantor?
Saints with a new coach for this event, Michael Gilbert.
They lose the body. Saints losing the body, trying to get into the Snake off the break.
But Saints do get penetration on that Dorito side early, Matt, and they get past that big gap over there, which is so important early on. Harris Hussein playing the back center for New York there. Just standing up over the top. Should probably look for an opportunity to move out of that bunker into that tower.
Saints in pretty good field position on that D side, getting to the brick.
Yeah, they got 3 in the back, 1 pushing in that D side. CJ Cantor shooting the cross shot, trying to keep him from going forward. Harris Hussein finally getting out of that back center. That'll give him some better shots over here now that he's in the can, Snake side. CJ Cantor wheeling and dealing up in the middle, trying to put that cube in. Oh, Harris taking a big bite, going after that Snake horn. Did not need to do that. Had Jared Caro in the attack position. Goes for the superstar move and gets shot. Now they have going from a 5-on-4 advantage to a 4-on-4.
4-on-4, 13-12. Neither team with great field position. Currently a little bit better for Xtreme, but Saints are going to improve their position and get up another bunker in that center.
I like that now that the Saints guys are moving out of the back line and moving forward on it to attack.
Yeah, so, but to the 50 with CJ here for New York Xtreme. And to the 50 on the D side as well, too. Tackle retreat for the Saints isn't going to work.
Yeah, they need Jerry Carney to get in the Snake for New York. Losing Harris Hussein early hurt him. Put him back in a disadvantage. We'll see if Jerry can make up for that. Oh, Saints flying down the Dorito side of the field.
Yeah, desperation run. Didn't make it. He did get one. Got to be careful not to get a penalty. Did he get shot on McLean? Looks like he did.
Yeah, Josh Taylor picked him up, though. So it's 3-on-2 or 3-on-3 now, Matt? I see 3 New York. I see 2 Saints for sure.
Where's the third for New York?
I
see the 2 in the center.
Yeah,
and I don't think there's anyone in the Snake.
Okay, no. So Jerry must have got shot of the Snake then. So it's just a 2-on-2. Oh, Saints are looking good here.
It did come down to, it was almost a 1-on-1. It was a 2-on-2, but Taylor and Cantor able to quickly get these last couple kills. CJ just triple checking to make sure that that is the case, as kind of we all are right now.
Yeah.
A bunch of bodies coming off in the chaos.
Yeah, Kerrigan was trying to make a move over there for the Latin Saints, but got caught. Came down to that 2-on-2.
Well, take him however you can get him. It was not the cleanest point for New York Xtreme.
It was not. It was not.
But you just need one body alive, and it was the survivor, CJ Cantor.
And a lot of times it's not about making big moves, it's about not making mistakes, right? And at that point, New York made a few mistakes, but we're still able to win the point. Infamous coming back out. They played there another point against Level. Level's been looking almost unbeatable these first 2 points. Just not making any mistakes out there, obviously having a big point that last game, going down the Snake side.
10 seconds.
Well, Level getting both some skill and some luck in that last one here.
It's a powerful combination.
Yeah, it really is.
Infamous going hard 3 Dorito side, Maddie. That's a very different breakout, leaving nobody in the back center. I like that.
Yeah, heavy aggressive breakout here and not a lot of guns off the break for Infamous.
Snake on the break again for Level, Matt.
Infamous does lose that body going to D2. And yeah, and it's right into the Snake again for Level. It's 5-on-4. Little stumble for Silberg as he scurries into D4, makes it, or D5, makes it clean, that 40-yard line.
When the Level player got into the Snake very early in the break, but has been playing kind of defensively, sitting back here in Snake 2 where there's not really any shots. I think he's just kind of getting there to stay alive and slow this point down a little bit. Not really looking forward to going forward and getting damage.
Yeah, Level.
Is
Level talking it up right now with, I'm sorry, what's up, Rick?
Is that Carl in the Snake for Level? I haven't seen him play for a long time, but it just the body style gunfighting looks like Carl. Maybe I am mistaken. Infamous taking another walk.
Look at the battle about to go down here. Gets bunkered out. Yeah, that was Carl. Yeah, Carl Markowski having some problems with his loader though, so he was in a good position and was able to use. I mean, Carl Markowski, fastest man in the game for years.
Excuse me, second fastest in the game, Matt.
Oh, sorry, other than you, Rich. My
Obviously.
bad. When he would give you that 10-step head start.
Yeah, 10-step downhill, backwind.
Patient, in good position here. Oh, losing in 2 more bodies here for Infamous.
So now I'm going to ask you a question, Maddie. Is it...
Weber coming off. It's getting crazy out here right now, Rich.
It is getting crazy out here. Is Infamous playing bad or is Level playing good?
I mean, these points have been pretty chaotic, these last couple. It's kind of tough to tell this early on. The scramble here is...
I think I can't tell if this is Jambros or Zach Patient, but...
It's Patient.
It's Patient. He's got 2 kills here. It was a 4-on-1, and he's got it down to a 2-on-1. But they're behind him, and they're going to hit the buzzer. Oh, and he picks him up.
So we've got to be careful.
Looks like he bounced his leg, too. Zach Patient's just wheeling and dealing here. I mean, 2 of the worst positions possible.
I mean, what else can you do if you're a Patient other than just keep whipping your gun back and forth and hope people run into it? Just what's been happening over here. Silberg's posted, waiting for his teammate to engage. Okay, and then Askren has had enough. Comes over and shoots him, and then Silberg gets a couple extra bonus balls here for... Sam was like, all right, I was tired of hiding. Patient, very frustrated, but it was not not Zach's fault.
I think Level looks good. I don't think Infamous looks bad. I think Level looks good. Because that's always the question, right? When you have 2 teams that are kind of evenly matched and, you know, one's playing significantly better than the other, are they playing well or are the other team playing crappy?
Well, this year, Infamous has had a 9th, a 5th, and a 12th. They did not come to the last minor. And then Level has been to all 4 events. A 3rd, a 14th, an 18th, and a 7th. But Infamous is ranked 8th, and Level is ranked 11th. You see here on the replay, this Patient comes around and gets that free kill on Carl. Weber tries to sacrifice and do a rig. That's just a big ask, though, man, for Weber to come all the way out, try to get the angle from that position. And then, even though he fought mightily in there, got a couple kills, brought it down to a 1-on-2. Looked like Askren was able to get that last kill there on Zach Patient, though Patient was balling, but everyone died around him. Jumping into this next point here with New York Xtreme. And
Harris Hussein taking the walk for New York Xtreme as Will Hennessy gets in the Snake on the break. They also lose George McLean. 4-on-5 advantage as Will Hennessy gets a kill across field.
That's Corey coming off. So Corey coming off right now for Xtreme. Kind of confused as to where he got shot.
Yeah, Will Hennessy doing a great job getting the Snake, getting that cross kill from that Dorito over there because Latin Saints were pushing up that way. Now Latin Saints are isolated over on this side of the field, allowing Will Hennessy to come over the top, put some pressure. So Corey Hall and Harris Hussein taking the walk for New York Xtreme. 4-on-3 advantage here for the Latin Saints, down by 2 points. Good communication for both teams as they're trying to find out what positions everybody's in. They're trying to put a bounce shot in on, the Latin Saints are trying to put a bounce shot in on Will Hennessy, Matt.
Yeah, they're mirrored up in the Snake, but Hennessy is catching a little bit more. He has to be a little bit more careful. Doesn't look like it. Okay, now Xtreme's starting to put a little bit of pressure here on the player for the Saints. The Saints was in there just kind of probing.
Yeah,
he wasn't feeling much pressure.
Do they even know I'm here?
Hennessy's, you know, definitely sucking up a lot of guns over here, which then takes a lot of pressure off his teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hennessy shooting down the sideline right now, battling the Snake, but Doesn't have anything really to look at. There's no one in the back corner bunker. And the player for the snake, or in the snake for the Saints, is just crossed up looking inside. So Hennessy's trying to find somebody to fight right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see the player for New York Xtreme, I believe it's Pat Kraft and the Dorito over there, start to push up. He's got no one on his side of the field. So he's kind of got the advantage over there. He's on an island, so he's got to play smart. But given enough time, they're going to be able to trade out here with Will, and that's going to leave them in a 3-on-2. Oh, Saints lose to Sheriff from the Dorito over there. I don't know who got that kill, but that was huge. I believe maybe Jerry Caro shooting crossfield. So 3-on-3, Will Hennessy going forward now, looking for another shot inside. It's really hard, really easy to lose bodies out here, Matty, as you know, with all the middle bunkers in the middle. So I'm sure the New York guys don't know exactly where the Saints guys are.
Yeah, lots of big bunkers in the middle. And so the farther out wide you are, the harder it is to track where those bodies are. Another thing, too, though, if you are New York Xtreme, way more seasoned veteran gunfighters than the Latin Saints. You have a lead. You know that they have to
I was going to say, also up by 2, right?
Yeah, you're up by 2. So, and there's a lot of time. Ideally, you would like to sucker some inexperienced players into some gunfights that you have the advantage in, and then also try to get in positions like Hennessy's in. You don't want to over-engage here and over-battle and die sloppy.
For sure.
And then try to catch the Saints, because eventually they have to start moving up through these lanes.
Saints player in the Snake Tower getting a check and drawing a penalty. This is going to give New York this point, now putting New York in a 3-on-1 situation.
Yeah, and if you're the Saints, you know, in these situations,
Will Hennessy getting that kill.
You can't be losing by massive amounts of points. So Hennessy played really well here, getting in the snake, does come off, but
good point there for New York Xtreme after losing bodies early. Harris taking the walk, Corey taking the walk, coming back from a 4-on-3 there. Good on New York. Pat Kraft finishing up on that D side. Saints could probably concede this point, save a little bit of time if they can. Infamous coming back on the field, frustrated, right, Matt?
Gotta be so frustrating right now for Los Angeles Infamous. Sometimes they do get off to slower starts.
But yeah, you know what?
But this,
out of all the slow starting teams, I think they're the king.
Yeah. Infamous legends in this game. A lot of awesome players on that squad, man. A lot of all-stars, but it's been a little bit since their last win. They had a real good run last year. They've been very consistent the past couple seasons. But looking for their first point here at this event so far.
Harris is in there telling Bo what he thinks should be happening. Harris has been dead early. So he has a good perspective. You know, he's had a lot of time to look at the points. Here we go, Infamous. Breaking out 2 players outside the pocket, releasing around the corner into the Snake and into the Baby or the Dorito 2. So Infamous going aggressive here, Matting, pushing down Dorito and Snake side of the field.
Yeah, I think this is Jamrose. He lost all the paint in his motors. His
Man,
motor was flopping around in there.
I've been trying to get our camera guys and our producer guys to put together a video of all the hoppers just opening up on the breakouts. In Sacramento, some of the events, some of the breakouts, there was 3 guys with hoppers out.
Real good field position again for Columbus Level. This time on the D side, they make the snake early, and they get to snake 1, and then they're very quickly into the 50-yard line.
Exactly what we talk about, Matt, right? Like you can zone this field up if you take a little real estate off the break, right? If you take a few spots, get in those spots, you can definitely lock this field down. It's hard to do from the back line, but man, if you get to the 2nd or 3rd line, it gets much easier.
Jamrose is trying to explore him. He's going back and forth from snake 1 to snake 2.
Well, there's a lot of time
anyone
left
to shoot at from this position. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of time left.
So they're not, yeah, they're not panicking, right? Oh, look, Jammer's going to start throwing bunkers around, or pods around, trying to get someone to come get him. It might work. I like the way Infamous has 1 player here in the snake and then 1 behind him in the corner. I believe it's Callie Rudolph in the safety in the corner there, so that Jambros can go forward, clear out if he needs to, and then Callie can roll right back in there and eat up that real estate.
He's doing great at communicating back there. Big voice on Callie.
Yeah, I love the 5 spots that Infamous is in. Offensively and defensively, they're probably in the 5 best spots on the field. Yeah, this is certainly where you want to be.
Looks like Thomas Taylor, he's at the tower. Cody Mikowski is at D1, kind of probing, exploring
up on
in
his
his bunker from there, up on his feet, trying to figure out where the next move is. He's going to move up, gets right into D3.
Great cross communication there for Infamous, able to talk from the snake over the Dorito side of the field. Trying to coordinate on one body or the other, trying to put a little more pressure on one way or the other.
Yeah, but Level, who's been in a really good spot, and then finally get the kill there on Thomas Taylor. Level had been at that 50-yard line on the D side for a long time, and they eat up 2. They get 2 quick kills here, so Sam Silver going off yet again.
Jane's got to be more cognitive of that shot. He's got to be ready for that shot when it comes out.
Infamous, even though we liked the positions that they were in, they had great cross-field communication.
They just did not capitalize at all. They were
capitalize.
talking well. They had all the spots.
And I don't even think they shot a body.
I don't even think they shot a body, Matt.
Why are you just repeating everything that I know?
Why are you?
We'll play that game.
Man, Level looks good.
Level does look
Earlier
really
you were
good.
saying Level was playing bad
That
and
is
Infamous,
not.
and I was
Again,
like,
you're
no.
putting words in my mouth.
Level looks
at
good.
No point did I say
Yeah,
that.
I don't think Infamous was playing bad. They were in all the right spots. The play call was right. The lineup was right. Like everything was. They had every chance they had needed to win that point. They just didn't win that point.
We're in the pits. Let's listen in here. Columbus Level.
It took a long time, but he came.
Latin Saints coming back out with New York Xtreme. Latin Saints, 5 alive. New York getting a check in the center there. Might have dropped one. No, looks like 5 alive.
Big point for Latin Saints right now.
Yeah, Latin Saints doing a good job of getting the 2 players to the center 2 towers there. Kerrigan's on the snake side tower. Can't see who's on the cross tower. But those 2 towers do a really good job of shutting down the tapes there, Matty. The problem is if you look at the Latin Saints, Matt, all 5 guys are in kind of a defensive posture. They're all outside in, which means none of them are really looking to go forward, and they are down by 3 points with less than 8 minutes. So, again, it's almost like the infamous, I love the positions, but what are you going to do with them?
Yeah, and so you look at these positions. So when Rich says outside in, you have a player at D3, you have a player at the insert bunker on the snake side. They're the farthest guys outside, and instead of battling to try to move up, they are crossed up looking inside, kind of just kind of pitching a tent and waiting for somebody to go
protecting their base,
lanes
right? Yeah.
that New York Xtreme does not need to run through.
100%.
And that's just not how you're supposed to be doing it when you're down by 3 and you have 7 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Yeah, it just, I'm not saying it never works. It just doesn't give you as many opportunities as it does when you're outside fighting in. And New York, again, up by 3 with almost 7 minutes left, has no need to run down the field, no initiative to push down the field. So they're just going to cross it up, work on their communication, make sure that they try to keep the Saints in the pocket. The Saints have now got outside the pocket on the D side, so New York did drop containment Dorito side, but they have held their containment snake side. I believe it's Harris Hussein in the snake can trying to contain the snake insert bunker from the Saints. Harris now transitions from that can to the other can. Calls a 30, and he does that because it looks like New York had lost a player over there. I can't see. It looks like Corey Hall taking the walk for New York. So 4 on 4 here.
And even if Xtreme does lose this point, if they can burn 3 minutes off,
yeah.
I mean, they would like to run the score.
Yeah.
They have a hard time. So often we see Xtreme going 2-2 and counting points at the end of the prelims. So a big win here would be ideal. But a win nonetheless is the most important thing.
For sure. And I don't know, if New York is doing what we talked about in the past, where they're going just strictly defensive now. Like I don't feel like that ever really works.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
But this might be the layout you can do it. We have seen defensive work in the first couple matches so far. Here comes Hennessy on the counterattack. As comes through, gets 1. Looks like he gets 2. Nice little 2-pack run through from Will Hennessy.
2 on 2 now, I believe, Matt.
Cantor might have got eaten up, though, getting over the top.
He's going to get caught here by the snake guy for sure.
Latin Saints got to be careful not to get a penalty. He definitely got shot and took a couple steps there. They still have an attacker here who slipped into the snake as Cantor's going to take the walk.
1-on-1, Matty.
Latin Saints trying to make it happen here on our first 1-on-1 that we've seen in these first 2 sets. So he's going to take it. Is that Harris?
Yep.
Yeah, so Harris Hussein. Can't see who this is because it doesn't look like any of the Latin Saints players have their names on their backs.
No. And Harris is actually really, really good one-on-one gunfighter.
He's a great gunfighter, man.
He can't move as well as obviously some of the other guys, but one-on-one gunfighting, he's really strong.
Yeah, Harris, he's a hell of a gunfighter, and though he's not the smallest guy, he has timing is really good. That's why he's able to play at this level. He's got to be careful, though, as he's lost him. He's just going to dig it, got to head check that. And the Latin Saints going to outplay Harris Hussein here. Got to keep that head on a swivel when you're in a one-on-one. I mean, I like the moves that Harris was making. But if you are trying to make the guy lose you, right? That's always the game plan in a one-on-one. You try to make the proactive moves, and then have your opponent lose you. He doesn't know where you are. But
I bet he has an excuse why he lost that one-on-one. I bet you $1.
That's going to be one that Harris Hussein wants to get back. But they did burn a lot of clock off.
Yeah, they did burn a couple minutes.
Also, first 100 customers. Use the promo code GoSports10.
I've seen those bags. They're nice.
Bags, they really are.
Yeah. Yeah, Travis, don't leave any of those laying around because I will definitely snag one of those.
I know.
Be careful.
They are a sponsor, but just behind the scenes when we're just hanging out, everyone loves those.
Yeah. They should bring them up here so we can display them on camera. They should bring 2 of each of them so we can display them carefully.
That would be great. Yes, we would love some display bags, quote-unquote display, a.k.a. going to be my bag. In retrospect.
That's how we're going to display them at the airports.
You need a new bag.
At the events.
So Columbus level right now, though, with a big lead here over Los Angeles Infamous. We did not see this coming.
And if I'm Travis at this point, I know it's not full send time, but I'm full sending anyway. I'm like, hey, man, guess what? The smart play isn't working, so we're going to just go with a little bit of chaos.
Level can beat anyone, but with how good Infamous, the roster has been looking, been hearing good things, I thought this was going to be a battle. Instead, it's just been all Columbus level. I mean, big goose egg up there on the scoreboard right now for Infamous.
Yeah. I don't think they know that the snake is hot. When I say that, I mean Infamous, obviously. Sorry. Infamous, great fill from the center brick over into the snake. I love it.
A desperation penalty, though, on Infamous as they get a minor battle going down in the snake. It's Salcedo and Schonauer, and they're just going to dice each other up. No penalty assessed there.
I love Shorty coming across from that brick. Infamous does drop another, though, so 4 on 3 advantage here for level up, Matt. Level pushing up D side.
I think it was just 2 bodies.
Okay.
Live for Infamous.
I could have definitely missed one there early.
Yeah, I think just 2 for Infamous. As there was a penalty, which means 2 bodies to come off, and Salcedo with the trade.
Level dropping a player, Matt. 3 on 2.
That's
3 on 1. Infamous forced to still attack, even though they have only 1 player left alive over there, being down by 4 points with just under 7 minutes left in this match.
Well, it's Mr. Consistent, Weber.
Weber.
Trying to finish things off here for level in this point, put their 5th point on the board.
Mr. number 2,
in a 1-on-2 situation. So it was just poor Cali Rudolph is the last player left alive. And
thanks, guys. Again, wishing it was Thomas.
Definitely a story often told for Infamous over the years. They are down by. It's either Cody or Cali.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm scratching my head over here, and I'm sure Infamous is too, because like you asked, what, 2 points in, 3 points in, is level just looking this good, or is Infamous looking bad? And I think level's just looking this good.
I agree with you.
1 point away from a mercy roll.
Yeah, they're not losing anybody on the break other than 1 point attacking the snake. They're beating the other team to the key bunkers, and then they're just outplaying them.
So it's Damage, Infamous, Level, Saints, and New York Xtreme in this bracket.
Yeah. Obviously, New York is the highest ranked team in that bracket.
What do you mean it's the lowest ranked team?
Oh, that's right. It's not opposite day.
It's okay. It's still early. Not opposite day. So, but New York Xtreme, other than Harris Hussein losing that one-on-one, and I would love to give the guy credit who won that one-on-one, but it doesn't appear that most of the guys have names on their backs.
Yeah.
The Latin Saints. But they've been doing roster roulette.
Yep.
Ever since the demolishment. They got a couple of them.
Well, and the longer they're here, the more we'll learn their names, right? Or they're just even just watching their style, even if they don't have the name on their jersey, but it takes us a while. Saints with big bite on the Dorito side, big bite to the brick snake side, Matty. 5 alive for both teams. Oh, Latin Saints losing 2 now, Matt, sorry. 5 on 3 advantage for New York Xtreme as CJ Cantor heads up to the wing on the Dorito side, releases. I think he's going to go get the player for the Saints. He gets 1, comes back. CJ Cantor.
Cantor eats up Kerrigan, and Cantor's trying to get that crossfield kill, and he does.
CJ gets another.
CJ. Yeah. And a pretty quick concession here from the Saints.
I really like that line for New York there. Really good play. Didn't lose a body.
Let's go, boys.
Foot on their fucking neck. Foot on their fucking neck. Foot on their fucking neck.
So that's a New York expression, which means the other team's playing really good. Let's shake hands after the game.
Hey, I'm just going to say this. I'll be saying it all weekend. Anytime we cut to the pits, parental advisory. Parental advisory.
And anytime Matt's on the air, because you know he got a potty mouth. Come on, guys. Level coming back out. Man, we're both fans of Dave. We're both fans of the Level guys, but they were struggling in a couple of events. It just makes me kind of super happy to see him. And obviously, we love Infamous. We don't want them to do poorly, but it makes me super happy seeing Level playing good again.
Yeah, it is good for their franchise to come out and have a big moment like this in game number 1. I just was thinking that this was going to be a battle, that an Infamous Level.
I told you no, Matt. No.
From the back center.
Yeah.
From the back center. From the back center. From the back center. Double back center. So it's Island, the snake hand.
I like this.
10 runner.
New York Extreme, though.
I like that. Hey, but pull up.
Lots of discussion. They seem
Yeah.
very positive.
No screaming.
And again, go to infamouspaintball.com. Use the promo code GoSports10. 10% off. First 100 customers. So got to make the most of that.
Like the infamous Pro DNA gear is kind of the gear, right? Like that's kind of the hot stuff right now.
Yeah, it's
And I think it's super cool that you can buy like the hot stuff from, and it kind of makes sense, a team that actually is playing paintball and developing paintball products for paintball.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, the reason that Infamous is able to, have this roster that they have is because Travis and Callie and all the guys behind the scenes have done such a good job of putting those awesome products out that people want to buy. It's good for the game.
It's good for the gander.
Yeah. So they're just really struggling right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're terrible at paintball, but the products are amazing.
So 6:10 left. I mean, there is some time left here, but they're going to lose South Sato here pretty quickly.
They drop Callie, too.
Yeah, Callie taking the walk as well. Great off-the-break shots. Just everything's working out well for Level. They do lose a body.
Jamros is in the snake form, gets the 50. He's more cognitive of that inside shot now because they're already pumping that gap. Yeah, smart move. He was going to gunfight into it, chose not to. Went to the outside tape.
Jonah's going to get some help here as Infamous pushing the issue in the snake. Looks like they got Patient alive over on the D side as well, and he's going to move up and get near the 50-yard line. They're going to try to... It looks like they do. His loader just got scalped. Yeah, great job here. His Level could be getting the easy crossfield kill on Thomas. No, but he comes off. Penalty going to be assessed here. Major or minor. Looks like a minor penalty assessed on Level. Door open slightly for Infamous with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. So Thomas Taylor and Jonah Jamrose, there still is one body left alive here for, is it a one-on-one? Oh my God, this player in the back corner bunker
just won that point.
Thought for a second that it was going to be Jonah and Thomas getting it done to put Infamous's first point on the board to stay away from this mercy rule loss. Unfortunately for Infamous, one player left alive for Level in this back corner bunker, just chalking up kill after kill.
Yeah, Infamous should probably concede this. It's 6 points.
Yeah, can't concede. I think this might be Politi getting us his, I don't know about first spin, but a spin out here. I can't quite see. Glare's pretty bad right now in the morning, but this might be Politi in the back corner. Yeah, that is Politi. So
with that jersey,
nice job by Politi.
Good game there. A good match for Columbus Level. Infamous. Don't get too down. You guys have figured out. You guys were on the spots. You just weren't able to make it happen. A little bit better communication, a little bit better timing. They'll just be just fine.
Thumbs up from the ref. Great job by Politi to save that point. But the mercy roll win up here for Columbus Level. What a great start to the Windy City Major here for Columbus. Now, the thing for them is they got to stay focused, though. Coming off a massive win, they have to play damage next.
Yeah, it's a little tougher pill to swallow.
But still, doesn't get any better.
Harrison Fry taking on his new job as a coach for Infamous.
Yeah, poor Harrison Fry.
Moving into the second phase of his career. I mean, his age, I'm surprised he wasn't already coaching.
Well, and also going to be frustrating here for Harrison is he made the All-Star team. And he can't play in the All-Star game either. It's just going down Sunday afternoon.
And now that he's injury prone, he probably won't make the All-Star games anymore. Now that they know, he's injury prone.
Yeah,
New York Extreme coming back out with that same line, it looks like. See if they can replicate their success. Change in the breakout, though, going 2 with back center. Satan's go snake on the break. He makes it. The Saints do lose their first player in the can on the D side. 5-on-4 advantage here for New York Extreme.
Yeah, Extreme. Got to stay alive here in this situation. Might be losing a body from that center. Asking for a check from the referee. I don't see anyone running in there. It's Carl. Carl's just going to launch and trades out with that body in the 50. So no penalty assessed. Good move.
Yeah, CJ with the good fill out to the snake, but then gets sloppy, gets shot on the just being too big for that bunker.
Like Arietta with that kill here for the Saints, who's in snake 2. The Saints still have a chance here with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. Only down by 3, but they got to get things going.
Yeah, they're super athletic too, so they have that opportunity to make some stuff happen. Pat Kraft with a good fill back to back center there.
Well, they still have some work to do here. Is George McLean still alive? 3 bodies actually still alive right now for Extreme.
3-on-3 here, Matty.
Yeah, Pat with some nice moves to try to spread the field a bit.
And that's something he's kind of been working on, is playing the whole field. This is a much better job of him doing. Oh, and he gets caught. That's disappointing. So 2-on-3 advantage here for Saints as they move forward into New York's snake. George McLean's playing like the snake is not hot, or like he didn't lose another player. Gets caught. 2 guys get shot on the cross there. Saints going to win their second point with 3 minutes left.
It took Arietta about 15 balls to finally get a shot on Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor's whole side of his head was exposed.
It would have been good for New York to try to obviously win this match 6-0. They've given up 2 points here to the Saints.
Yeah, but look, the most important thing is that you do get a win.
Yep.
It's just going to get harder from here on out for New York Xtreme, because if you're looking at it is a tough road for New York Xtreme, because they really, with Level blowing out Infamous and Level being the 3rd ranked team in this division, so it goes Damage,
Yeah, they look
number one,
super soft.
Damage, Infamous, Level, Saints, and Xtreme. Now, New York Xtreme will do things like lose 3 games in a row and then beat a Houston Heat. So they're just one of those kind of head-scratcher teams where I just can't quite figure out where they are mentality-wise,
Yeah.
and why they will do things like that, play poorly and then go and beat a Houston Heat. So it just, but they're working on it too.
They are. Saints coming back out. We are in true X-ball format here, which means we'll have 2 minutes between each point.
You gotta get up there quick.
Only 2 teams now rotating in this no longer split deck.
They got a chance though, man. I mean, if they can just keep doing what they've done, and now the thing though is that Xtreme is going to need to be making some more mistakes, right? For the Saints to really have a solid chance.
For sure.
Well, we got McLean, Cantor. Looks like Corey Hall's going to get a spin. Harris Hussein back out there, and Will Hennessy.
Yeah, I'd like to see Xtreme go back on the gas.
They do seem to play best when they are playing on their toes. That's almost every team in the league.
That's how it's fun to play, right? I mean, I think that's how most of us, there's a few standouts, but most of us enjoy playing that forward, offensive, aggressive.
There's the Latin Saints here on your screen. Going to be on the red side. New York Xtreme on the blue side. Not a lot of time left in this match, but a 2-point spread. Definitely enough time, if things go well for the Saints, for them to come back and tie this one up. Xtreme really needs to start running this score up to send Hennessy out wide, and he makes it clean, and he goes right into the snake. Nice job by Hennessy, and it looks like the first body drop's going to be for the Saints. 4-on-5 situation here in favor of Xtreme.
New York is consistently dialing in that kill on the Drio side of the field. They're letting the snake go, but they're getting that kill on the Drio side. Trade out there from Saints and Hennessy, so 4-on-3 advantage for New York as Harris Hussein fills the snake corner. Saints still have 1 in the snake, 1 in the Dorito 2, and 1 in the snake can.
Yeah, Saints just, the sense of immediacy has to be here.
Saints lose another player, Matt. 2-on-5, 2-on-4 advantage here for New York as Harris Hussein fills the snake.
Yeah, they let Harris get in there, and they also let McLean move up. A little slight tactical retreat here for the Latin Saints to get back to snake 1. Harris Hussein is just down the sideline.
Sniper command, Harris Hussein. Not shooting his gun, not communicating.
McLean at the 50-yard
There he
line,
goes.
now past it. Here comes a big move from Harris.
That's what he needed
Careful
to
not
do.
to get a penalty. No one even puts a ball on Harris. Harris dices up Arrieta, and McLean blows open that D side, and now that spread getting a little bit bigger here for the Saints. 5-3, a little swagger in Harris Hussein's step.
I'd like to see him have like 4 or 5 more of those points before he starts swaggering.
I mean, I'm gonna say I'd like to see the swagger already, because I feel that he does play best when he's got a little swagger in his step.
So you're saying more swagger?
More swagger, yes.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care about swagger. I just the good play either way.
Let's get a look here at this replay as Harris Hussein comes down, gets the drop on Arrieta. You see Arrieta was looking inside. So, and then because this is what I'm talking about. This is the New York Xtreme that we know and love. They haven't had the best showing this year, currently sitting in last place, but when they play well, they do have that swag.
They are entertaining for sure. Well, you know, they can't like have a good time anymore. Jason Trojan was like basically made the New York rule. No, there's no like, they can't taunt or hop or dump anymore. They get a penalty, so it's the team's been a little bit down on the vibe, but they're still trying to have some fun. Saints coming back out, down by 3.
Yeah, calm and composed here in the pits for New York Xtreme.
Put CJ, someone go.
Waiting for another body to get out there.
I just switched Corey and I put.
It looks like Harris is going to go get another spin.
He will take that spot every single time.
.30 seconds before the start of this next one.
Yeah, still only
Probably
4 out there. There's our
Probably
fifth
going to
for
see a
New
couple
York.
points, a couple more points out here. Next set is an important one for Aftermath as they dropped their first game to X Factor, and they are going to be playing Edmonton Impact, who takes the field for the first time. X Factor will be playing against Energy Elite, and both those teams have a win. See if the Saints can get out alive, and on the breakout going to try to take a little bit of ground, but they're going to lose 2 bodies here, lose the attacker with Kerrigan on the snake side, but then they lose one of their back players. He took 2 steps out of that back center starting spot and then gets shot.
But the Saints are on New York side of the field with their attacker on the Drio side. Hopefully he's not drawing a penalty. I do see a referee coming in. Oh, he does get caught. Only 1 Saint player left alive. He's in back center. New York's going to probably win this point.
Oh, this is great for New York Xtreme. If I'm New York Xtreme, I'm thinking, yeah, man, just keep running right at our guns. Oh, that poor last player for the Latin Saints caught about a dozen.
Harris Hussein still playing the back center for New York, now leaving. New York playing good at that point, though. 5 bodies left alive. Not sure why Harris was still in the back center there.
It's being careful.
Yeah, but you can't get your swag in the back center. And now he's going over to the VIP, maybe sign some autographs.
No, the photographers are over there.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's not where the pit is. Where's he going?
He's just hanging out with the refs. Hey, where are we eating later?
And New York is playing well here, but like you said, Maddie, every match for them gets harder after this one, so they've really got to be having those small conversations we talk about and constantly improving these same game plans, going out and playing a little bit better each and every point.
Yeah, it's with New York Xtreme, knowing that you're playing the team that you need to beat the brakes off of, having this 4-point spread is solid. Now, they just need to go in these next games knowing that because they have proven that they can beat teams like Legion, like Heat. So we've seen them beat the top teams in the world. Okay, well, they have to, now they got to do it right now again. They got to try to find a way to beat Damage, beat Infamous. And the way Level's playing, I mean, Jesus, Level just absolutely obliterated Infamous. It didn't let Infamous score a point if you are just joining us. That game's already done here in this set, and Infamous is currently having one of those very sober, somber meetings. So
head scratching going over there, like, what the hell just happened?
That's got to be, frustrating. Such a stacked lineup.
Bo Milo in for New York.
Oh, here we go, Bo. Don't hurt your knee, Bo.
Bo only played a few points in practice because he's been super busy moving his family. Immediately took the starting position because he just went in and did exactly what we asked him to do. Shot on the break, stayed alive, went to the tower, shut that side of the field down the whole time, and communicated the whole time. I'm like, Bo, if we could get 4 other dudes doing that, we could be doing pretty well out here.
20 seconds.
Latin Saints, what do you think? Full send?
I mean, I would say you probably should be concerned about margin, but why not, right?
Giddy up.
Yeah, it's not going to get also any easier on paper for them, and they need to still just kind of be figuring out who their guys are. So, yeah, and also just try to have some fun out here, man.
Yeah, at least have some fun, right? Saints with 3 to the 40/50. 1 trailing behind him in the tower. They do lose their first attacker on the D side. 4-on-5 advantage here for New York.
Under a minute
Saints
to go.
Drop another 3-on-5 advantage here for New York.
Saints definitely dying on their swords right now.
Yeah, and I'm sure New York would like to get another point or 2 here if they could.
Comes Greg Montalvo. He's at a good spot as he might be able to get the free kill on Carl. As Carl comes through, Greg's got to put some paintballs in his gun. There comes Greg Montalvo, comes through, stitches up Carl, and then he gets taken out.
Plenty of time for Josh Taylor to go hit that flag. 1 player left alive for dips in from the insert bunker into the snake, gets caught inside. New York with 3 players left alive, 4 players left alive. George.
Did McLean just get a shot on a team kill?
Yeah, I think Pat Calf got him. No, looks like he bounced. He's fine. So 4 players left alive there for New York. Bo Milo, Josh Taylor, George McLean, and Pat Kraft Jr. Good point there for New York. Going to be 7-2 in this match.
Yeah, but they're just going to let it run that game time down. So it looks like there was 2 seconds left when McLean hit the buzzer. So that should do it. Let's see if they're going to run that time off. Yeah, they are. So congratulations, New York Xtreme. Take eventually a pretty big win here on the margin over the Saints. Though the Saints putting up 2 in the middle of that game to make it interesting, and then Level just completely demolished Los Angeles Infamous. So more action Coming at you from the 2022 NXL Windy City Major presented by Bunker Kings. Edmonton Impact taking on Aftermath and X Factor taking on Energy Elite. We'll be right back. I'm Matty Marshall. Stick with us.